All right, hey, what's up, guys? Coach Mac, Play Fast Football. All right, I'm going to do a video today on camp coverage rules. I had a subscriber reach out to me, Coach Akana, talking about he's in a 4-2-5 split field, new program, younger kids. They're seeing 8 or 9 different formations. They're constantly having to check, make checks. He wants to know, is there a way to get lined up a little bit quicker? Actually said, Coach, can you please respond as soon as possible? I'm really stressed out. Coach, you're not alone. We're all stressed out this time of the year, right? It's that we're worried about everything we're doing. Can we handle it? How do we line up? I'm going to give you a simple way. Sorry, I've got a case of either allergies or something going on. I've sneezed 10 times in a row. All right, so I'm going to give you a simple way to get lined up. Camp coverage rules. Again, these are simple rules to see pictures, get lined up. All right, it's not that simple when it comes to game planning. I understand that. But if you're talking about a new program, younger kids, you're trying to teach a system, this is how you teach a system. Okay, make sure you check out some of our partners. GameStrat, sideline replay company we use. If you're looking for highly reliable, highly affordable, make sure you check them out. Dome, the hat company we use. Play Fast Football, Bishop Kenny High School. Everything is custom. I want all my hats to be custom. I want to design my own hats. Stock hats suck. Check out Dome. Baker Sporting Goods company we use. Sideline gear, practice gear. Our uniforms are distributed by them, so check them out. JustPlayFB, which is the playbook software we use. Do our meetings in them, playbooks in them. My Patreon site, I use it. It's the best, easiest play drawing tool on the market. DifferenceUSA, the ultimate striking machine. Hook up right to the racks in your weight room. You get thousands of reps. You don't need a partner. If you want to strike violently, you have to learn how to practice striking violently. Okay? So, if I was a 4-2-5 split field coverage system, all right, and I was going into camp rules so that we can line up. If we're going 7-on-7 over the summer and we don't have film, if we're going camp rules and we don't know what we're going to see, this is the easiest way, picture by picture, to look at how to get kids aligned. Now, are you going to have to make game plan adjustments? Yes, you are. Are there going to be certain formations that are a little bit funky? Yes, there are. You're going to play a wing T team and you got to do things slightly differently on one side? Yes. 90% of the time, you can guarantee that you can break things down into these 6 simple things. All right? Single side, removed. Single side nub. 2 receivers that are removed. 2 receivers where the number 2 is tight. 3 receivers that are removed. 3 receivers where the number 3 is tight. Now, again, are you going to see condensed sets? Yes. Are you going to see cluster sets? Yes. Are you going to see sets where 1 is removed and 2 or 3 are tight? Yes, you are. Those are all game plan adjustments. If we're talking about day 1, camp rules, let's get lined up, let's play fast. This is the easiest way you can break things down because I guarantee you, if you go through a season, 90% of the formations you see will fall under one of these 6 categories. So what are we going to do? We're going to build a coverage composite for each one of those so that we can handle what we need to handle. All right, so if we get a single remove, we're going to play cloud or cover 2. If we get a single side nub, we're going to play inverted cover 2, sky with the safety down, and the corner playing the deep half part. If we get 2 removed, we're going to play palms or 2 read. If we get 2 tight, or a number 2 tight, we're going to play quarters. If we get 3 removed, we're going to play mix. If we get 3 where the number 3 is tight, we're going to play poach. Once we have that composite, we can line up to just about everything, right? And these aren't going to be coverage checks because I don't make a coverage call. I just call base, and then the kids make the coverage call. Okay, so, Coach, week 1, we see 22 personnel, double tight, teams in the eye, they want to run the ball. Okay, great. Let's take a look at the pictures. All right, so take the ball right down the middle. This side, tight end flanker, we're going to play quarters. This side, nub tight end, we're going to play sky. Don't care what they run right now. I don't care. You don't stop plays. You stop systems or structures. You defend structures. All right? You don't line up in things and say, we got to defend these 3 plays. You line up to formations with a structure, and then your structure has to be able to defeat their structure, and then you worry about, all right, power, counter. And you don't go into a game saying, we got to stop power, counter. What defense do you have to stop power, counter? You go in with the base defense, a coverage system that then dictates how you're going to fit runs so that you can line up to everything. All right? If they wanted to take a back and say, all right, now they're going to be double tight, okay, and they're going to be double tight with flankers on each side. All right, well, my system tells me that tight end flanker is quarters. Now I'm going to take a backer and remove him out of the box so that I can play quarters over here. Okay, so when you look at that, I'm now quarters to both sides. Why am I quarters to both sides? Because that picture and that picture are the same. Now, when you start getting into game plan, coach, I don't want to do that because it leaves a 5-man box versus double tight. I don't like having just a mic in the box. Yeah, now you build in other things to the game plan to give you a different box or a different front, or you're building in movements. But if you want to talk about playing a base coverage system out of a split field structure, and you want to talk about lining up quickly, this is how you do it. You let kids line up to pictures. All right, you let them see formations as pictures, and you let them line up. All right, coach, we're going to see 2x1, twins open, split backs. Okay, my coverage rules tell me that to the 2 receivers open, we play palms. To the single side, we play sky. Kids see the picture, line up to the picture, all right? If cloud is my single side coverage when number 1's removed, then I'll line up and play cover 2. Okay? That's the easiest way to get kids to play football. Split it right down the middle, let them look at a picture. All right, coach, we see 2 removed, but on the backside, they like to keep a nub tight end. Okay, fine, then. Single nub, we play sky. So now put the safety down and put the corner on the half. Okay, your kids have pictures. They have pictures that they know how to look at, and they know how to play coverage based off the pictures. All right, coach, if we see 3x1, all right, and we see 3 removed receivers and the backside guys removed. Okay, well, my 3 removed side tells me that I want to play mix, and then my single side tells me that we want to play that in cloud. Okay, take a look at the picture. Split the picture from the ball, one side to the other. All right, coach, that guy wants to come back here and play with a nub. They want to go 3x1 closed. Okay, all right, well, they're 3x1 closed. My system tells my kids that we want to play sky to the nub tight end. This is 3 open. This is single nub. Each side has a way to handle what they're seeing on their side. So you don't have to make a check. Your kids are making an initial coverage. We never called a coverage. There is no check. So the kids are just making a coverage call based on what they see. All right? Coach, this week we play a team that likes to be a lot of tray. So they like to be 3 with number 3 tight, single to the backside. All right, well, if we said poach was our deal, now we're going to play palms here. Backside safety, all right, is going to poach off number 3, and we're going to have to play the corner in the will, man-to-man on number 1, and if the back was number 2 weak. All right, so now we're playing palms to those 2, but we're playing the backside safety poach, so 3 tight, our answer is poach. Okay, ball gets split down the middle, you're seeing 3 tight, okay, you're seeing a single removed. Well, coach, why is that different now that the single, why can't you play cloud then? All right, because if 3 tight, poach is your answer, this safety is involved on the trip side of the coverage. I can't play cover 2. All right, the only way I'd be able to play cover 2 to that is if I wanted to walk the will out and tell the corner he's off the half and the will is the flat play. All right, and again, it's probably not a world you want to live in. Lighten the box a little bit, but also if the back was over here, now you're going to get to issues where they can get, all right, 2 on the will. So again, eventually when you get into game plans, you're going to have different ways that you want to handle things. All right, but if you're talking about you're a new coach at a new program, you're a split field coverage team, 4-2-5, the head coach wants to see you get lined up to all these formations. How do I get lined up to 10 formations? You get lined up to 10 formations by having simple rules. Okay? Coach, they're an empty team. They're 3x2. Okay, well this side tells me that I want to play stubby, and this side's 2 removed, so I'm going to bump the will, and I'm going to play palms. Why? Because when I look at it, when I look at this picture, I'm seeing 2 removed. When I look at this picture, I'm seeing 3 removed. Right? So at the end of the day, what you're trying to do is you're trying to create a system that is essentially your version of check with me. Now, I don't think you're making coverage checks. Coverage checks to me would be, hey, we're playing cover 3, all right, but if we get twins, we're playing something else. If we get double tight, we're playing something else. All right, that to me would be coverage checks. Giving your kids a system to play coverages and a system to line up, all right, to me is not making checks. You're just making coverage calls based on what you're seeing. So if you want to line up and play fast, if you want your kids to play without a ton of thinking, you come up with what your camp rules are for a split field system, standard rules, pictures, what are we going to play, line up, and let's go. Now, as your kids get older and your kids get better and they learn more, now you're going to have 2 to 3 ways to play 2 removed, and 2 to 3 ways to play 3 removed, and 2 to 3 ways to play 3 tight, and 2 to 3 ways to play empty, right? Now you're going to build answers in so that you can put a game plan together to stop other teams. But if the question is from Coach Akana, who was panicking about 8 or 9 different formation, he wants to play split field, how do I get lined up to all of them? If that's the question and you're stressed out, if you want to take that stress of lining up off your life, okay, well then put in the camp coverage rule system, split field system based on pictures, you're going to get lined up. Now, when it comes to stopping people, now the game plan is what do they do? What are they trying to do? D-line stunts, pressures, coverage adjustments, that's down the road. But if you're coming in day one to say, look, I don't care what they throw out there, we're going to get lined up and be ready to go. Okay, we may not love that coverage for certain things, but we're lined up and we're ready to go. My kids aren't going to panic. If you can get past that part, and the kids can line up, and they can line up quickly, and then you go to 7-on-7 in the summer, and you have no idea what teams are doing, and teams come out, and your kids go, hey, mix, hey, sky, hey, cloud, poach, all right? That's the best way to get confidence, because now your kids look at it, and they go, hey, coach, this is easy. Hey, 2 removed, hey, palms. Hey, 3 removed, mix. Single, cloud. Hey, coach, that's a single, but it's a nub, sky. Once you get all that down, all right, then your kids start to play with confidence. They start to play faster. They get better, you get better, they get older, you get wiser. Now we build in, all right, coverage components from there. So, Coach Akana, I hope this helps you out. Thank you for the response on one of my other videos. All right, I know we've talked about this concept several times over the 10 years that I've been doing this channel. We're a little bit different now as a tight 3 high team, but our camp coverage rules are almost identical to that. We just do it with different personnel on the field. Right? Everybody does it. I do it too. I'm camp coverage rules. This is how we line up. Then I build in all my other answers in the toolbox, and I allow the kids to choose other answers from the toolbox, or I allow myself to call other things in the toolbox as the season goes along. All right, so if you guys are getting ready, you're playing week 1 like we are, JV game tonight, varsity game tomorrow night. Good luck to everybody out there. I hope you're doing well. I hope football is treating you well. College football starts this week. The NFL starts soon. Right back where we want to be. Great time of year. Coach Akana, we're all stressed out, myself included, so don't panic about that. It's why you do this. If you weren't stressed out, you probably don't love it, all right? And you probably don't need to be doing it if you don't love it. So thank you guys for everything you do for Play Fast. Remember to hit the subscribe button. Passed 25,000 last week. Awesome. All right, hit the notification button so you know every time we do a video or I go jump on YouTube Live. All right, thumbs up, thumbs down, leave me a message. This video was done because somebody left me a message. I always try and get back to messages the best I can. All right, I hope you guys are all playing well. I hope you're all playing fast, but keep in mind, you won't play well until you play fast. See you next time.